Hello everybody, Kirk here with Space Pickle Designs, and today I have a really special unboxing of the GGC treasure bag in, we don't know what color it is yet. Because of the demand that she has, she's had to do two different colorways of kind of like the same bag. So for this one, she had a purple colorway and a green colorway. So do me a favor, pause the video, go down to the comments below and guess which bag that she got me. Okay, I'll wait. All right, I'm waiting. Okay, so I hope that you got your votes in. I'd be curious to see if you got your vote right or wrong when I look at the comments. It'll be really fun. I hope you do it. But yes, she was kind enough to send me one of these bags because I love doing tutorials with her bags because there's just so many beads. And so let's go ahead and see which one I got. You already know. It's the opalite bag. So I got the green bag, you guys. Look. Honestly, you guys, you know, she couldn't have gone wrong either way. I mean, I use both green and purple in my logo, so I love that combination. However, my soft spot is for green, so I'm so like over the moon happy that I got this green one. And I will link her website down in the description box below. These may be sold out by this point, but the best way to get a bag is to sign up for the newsletter and subscribe to her channel because she always puts a release video prior to selling the bag, so you know exactly what you're getting. It's not a surprise. She wants you to know exactly what's in these bags before you purchase them. So let's go ahead and open this guy. And there's so many beads in here. I can already, it's like so hefty. Are we seeing the nice greens and blues in this bag? Here's the list with all of the contents, and there's 26 items. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna get organized and we will go through these one by one. I'm so excited. First one is this crazy 22-inch strand 5x5mm round English cut teal electroplated glass bead, and this is a little insane. Look at all these beads that you get. What's wonderful about Gina's bags is that she's a bead weaver, right? And so she does give you so many beads in case you want to weave with these, which I really, really appreciate. Bead weaving is how I started into the beading world that we're in right now. And so it just warms my little heart. I love this color. Next, we have a 22-inch strand, 8x4mm bicone, imitation opalite glass. And oh my goodness, these are a little bit more opaque than what I see normally for opalite, but they're so lovely. There's still definitely a translucence about them, and I just love the combination of opal and greens and bluish greens and all the things. I'm so excited. Next is a 16.5-inch strand, 4mm teal faceted glass cube beads, and these definitely lean a little more green, which is totally fine with me, but they look really nice with those first beads that we have. So it's like all in the same tone. It's just leaning more green than teal. Some of these beads are, which you know me, that's perfect. So this is definitely a long strand. This is so many cubes. Like, we're gonna have so much to do with this bag. Look how perfect these are. This is a 14-inch strand, 6mm round opalite bead. Oh, it's giving, it's like glows. Do you kind of see that like really purpley shift? I'm gonna turn off one light, see if you can kind of see. There's like just like a nice purpley glowy feel to these beads. These are just so smooth and delicious. This one is a 14-inch strand of 4mm faceted round opalite beads. Again, these are beautiful for bead weaving. I'm kind of in the mood to do like a bezel on a crystal. It would be kind of like, I have so many like chatons and rivolis and all the things, so like maybe we'll break some of those out and like go back to the good old days, you know? There's lots of sparkle on these. These are really pretty. Look at these little stunners. This is a 16-inch strand, 4x3mm frosted white faceted rondelle, electroplated glass. And again, I know I'm saying the length of them, but it's like you have to see it kind of stretched out to know just how long these strands of beads are. And again, that like just that little electroplating gives it a nice little bit of interest. Are we seeing this, y'all? This is a 6mm diameter disc, turquoise colored dyed freshwater shell beads, and this is a 15-inch strand as well. And, you know, whenever I was seeing teal, I was like, you know, turquoise is not really my favorite color, but like it is mixing in these dark tones of green, and it's just so super pretty. And I love that that the two-tone actually allows you to bring in a lot more of these like other beads. And so this is just such a nice just a nice strand of beads. And there's so many things you can do with these little shell beads. Like we'll have to have like our own moment with these, but I remember like back in the 90s, just remember the shell necklaces that everybody wore. They were like always white, and they were just, it was just such a vibe. And I hope that comes back into style, because I'm here for it. I'm ready. All right, we have our synthetic turquoise rondelle beads, 5x3mm, and this is also a 15-inch strand. Like, are we seeing this? Like, it's crazy. I'll zoom you out and I'll like stretch some of these strands of beads, but like just the amount that you get is wild. And I love the addition of this shape here in particular because it just gives it a lot more interest. And so we're combining them with these shell beads, a nice little color there, but we can also combine them with the opalite. That's really pretty too. And then these electroplated ones, even that looks really, really nice. It's coming together, y'all. Oh my God. I think this is what these are. This says 4x3mm teal electroplated glass, a 16-inch strand. But as you can see, this is like a beautiful, like smoky blue color. And it even really goes well with these shell beads. Oh my gosh. I am loving this color. Oh my gosh. This is one of my favorite tones in the whole box. And I know we have like emerald green up here, but like just the addition of these beads, these are special. These are special beads. Next, we have these teal glass pearl beads in a 6mm, and they're 15-inch strand. And you can always trust Gina when it comes to providing beads like bicones and pearls and all like the smaller beads to your mix, because you know you will be able to bead weave it if you want to. A lot of times pearls will come with like really, really terrible holes, but as you can see here, the coating extends to that inner part of the hole. And so yes, they're so pretty. I love a good pearl, and it's like one of those things in my stash that I just don't have a lot of. So I'm always happy to see when I see pearls in these bags. I think these are what she's calling the holographic glass beads, because it's the 6mm blue turquoise color. And to me, these just look like mermaid beads. I mean, that's what they are. I think that's what she said in her unboxing as well. And so if you're familiar with that term, that is exactly what these are. And they are shiny, they are not matte, and they are just that beautiful blue with a lot of lovely flash. Again, going really, really well with our color palette that we've established so far. I have a problem with these beads because like I just find myself looking at them so long because I just love how they flash. It's like synthetic tiger eye almost to me, or labradorite, right? I actually did a live kind of you know, organizing my mermaid glass beads, you know, so I definitely love these beads. We have a 5-piece bag of 12mm round opalite beads. So again, we have 2 sizes of the same bead. You love to see that. It gives you so many more design options when you kind of have a few different sizes of the same bead or the same color. And I can't wait to use these. Look at these little cuties. This is a 12-piece bag of 15x9mm teal sunflower electroplated glass beads. And it's crazy because it's bringing every single tone of the green and the blue and the turquoise and the teal all into one bead. It's really insane. Even the opalite, honestly, because it's got some of that purple in there. It's crazy because, like, okay, so I know, like, because I've looked into it myself, like, sourcing beads for bead mixes, bead bags, all the things, right? And oftentimes you're relying on a picture on a computer screen to match each other, and that's really, really difficult, and she just knocks it out of the park every single time. Those are really super cute. Okay, are you seeing this? This is really honestly giving me, like, Space Pickle vibes because it's purple and green. And so we have an 8-piece bag of 13 by 15 millimeter teal and purple heart electroplated glass beads. And, you know, a little touch of purple never hurt anybody, especially when it's like an actual purple and not like a lot of like purple beads will come in that, like, it's kind of purple. It's like purple sneezed on a bead. It's like the LaCroix of purple in beads most of the time, but when you actually see the purples that are shining this bright, it's really nice to see that. I love that color for sure. We have this beautiful little cutie bag here, and this is a 10-piece bag of 8 millimeter round blue-green flower pattern electroplated glass beads. And we're seeing all those, even like you see the blue popping out, like especially when you put like a little bit of the blue beside it, you can see that the blue pops out on those beads. And so again, like, it's so crazy how she's able to match these bags so well in such a short period of time that she does these. We have this beautiful focal bead here. Do you see the little AB rhinestones on this guy? Oh my goodness. This one is a 1-piece 19.5 millimeter round teal handmade Indonesia bead. And look at the little bead cap on here, very decorative. We've got little ball chain going around, and again, we have those AB crystals. And I really want to try my hand at making some of these with some polymer clay. I think that would be really fun, using our bead soup, our rhinestone soups that we have. But anyways, that's really stunning focal bead. We'll have to use her. We have a 20-piece bag of 8 millimeter round disco ball facet teal half platinum electroplated glass beads. And you can actually see, I didn't see it up at front, but it is actually half platinum. I mean, obviously, because that's what it's called, duh. But like, I didn't notice that it was only like electroplated on the one side. That gives it a really cool vibe, like some interest in these beads. So it's like your eye is kind of drawn more to them because there's only like certain parts of the bead that is super sparkly. What a great addition. Look at these little cuties. Oh my goodness. This takes me back. It reminds me of one of my favorite coworkers, right? Her favorite color was like this mint light green, and it just kind of like, it brings it back. And she's not here in this area anymore. She's moved on, but yeah, seeing this color is like a nice reminder of her. And so these are a 5-piece bag. This is a 15 by 8 millimeter light teal handmade lampwork glass butterfly bead. Very, very cute. So dainty and feminine. Look at all of these, y'all. This looks like straight up ice. I love these. They're like cold, like, because it was in my mailbox, so they're like cold, and it's like just so beautiful, like this ice crystal leaf that we have here. So the actual description is, wow, it's kind of funny, a 20-piece 8 by 8 or 18 by 8 by 6 clear glass leaf beads. I would have called them like ice leaves, but they are so pretty. Oh my gosh. And I love the little design on these. Just that, even just because of how thick they are, it gives it like a lot of movement and dimension when you move that like that. A little twisty on the glass. I love those. What do you think about these? Look, it just looks like I'm holding like a handful of gems. And this is an 18-piece bag, teal, glass, and crystal mix. This is some crystal cubes, like we can see here, and they're on the diagonal. That's really, really cool. We have saucer crystals. These guys right here. So like our little squished bicones almost. And then we have some of those lovely teardrops. So it's almost like a light capri blue. What we're seeing here, it's a little bit bluer than a normal capri blue from what we see, but oh my gosh, just the mix of these two colors, I really, really love that. And this is just an awesome, very versatile mix. All right, so this next piece is a hexagon opalite pendant with platinum tone brass pinch bail. And if you don't like that pinch bail, you can definitely take it off. It's quite easy. Just get your pliers in there, like extend them. I quite like it though. And it's 28 by 25 by 9 millimeters. And so she's a hefty girl. There's some striations throughout this bead. As you can see, like the formation of the glass here just gives it a lot of visual interest. I love opalite. And I know it's man-made, definitely, right? But that doesn't mean it's any less beautiful. It's just, I mean, I just love beads. I mean, what can I say? Like, I know I'm like oohing and ahhing, and like in all my unboxings, I'm like, oh, this is great. But I really feel that way. Like it's genuine. So add this to the list, right? I love this. I love opalite. Are you seeing this? The way that the metal flashes on the other side of this opalite is crazy. Oh my god, I dropped it. Oh my goodness. Come back. Look. That is wild. I almost thought, like, when she was doing her reveal that it was like carved or something, but knowing that it's just like, it's just the metal tone on that other side. Oh my goodness. That is so cool. I can't wait to use. Oh, I don't know if I want to use it. I have to, but I don't know if I want to because it's so pretty. We have another beautiful pendant. This is a nice antiqued silver pendant with like some flowers, like some vine looking detailing on a crystal point. And it's not sharp at all. It's a very beautiful, very well crafted piece here. And I don't want to use her either, but we have to. We have to use this box. Like that's my mantra this year. Like we just use the good beads, right? Like we have to. But what do we do? What do we do? All right, so next up we have a 6-piece metal component bag. Man, she's after our own little hearts. We have a huge, like, it's like almost like flower petals, or it could be leaves, kind of like this antique silver bead cap, and it goes over my big old finger here. So she's a chunky girl, so we're gonna have to make a pendant with her. I think we have to, or at least like, yeah, it's just speaking pendant to me. So that's really, really cool. We have this like kind of like infinity link, it looks like, and you could probably use either side of this. We have a notched side and a smooth side. And I actually think Bargain Bead Box came out with that pendant in December, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have some 2 beads here with a little bit of like a little flower decorative element on there, and they're curved. And then we have these lovely like little Pringle shaped, there's like a cubbage to them, rhinestone little drops. And honestly, you could just put ear wires on these and that would just be a nice little minimalist pair of earrings. Next, we get a 1 meter 5 by 3 by 1 millimeter platinum tone iron cable chain. And I've bragged about Gina's chain before. It's not scratchy, it's smooth, it's a really nice color. I've never seen it to where it's like, you just look at it and you're like, oh, that's kind of like low quality or whatever. And so by far, I feel like, you know, her chain that I've seen in her box specifically has outdone the other bead boxes when they actually have chain. And so I'm always down to get chain from her shop. She kind of sells out of her chain pretty quickly. So whenever I see it on there, I like to pick it up. I use it a lot. All right, so then we have 5 sets of toggle clasps, and you've actually seen me use these in an antique bronze color recently. I do love this design. I just feel like it's just so whimsical and pretty and feminine and fun. And especially when we're hoping for the springtime, right? So we're like putting this out into the universe like, hey, we need springtime, so let's get some flowers and some leaves going, right? Because this cold weather, y'all, like, I'm good. I'm really good. I'm good. Because in Colorado, you would think that they would be able to handle cold weather and driving in the snow. No ma'am, no. Alaska was really great about it. I actually loved living in Alaska. I think that's probably where I will eventually retire. But they had systems in place for when it snowed. They were like, yep, we're going to get out there. We're going to snowplow. We're going to do the things. Colorado, not so much. So I'm ready for her to leave. Miss Winter, I'm ready for you to go. So if we can do that with some of these toggle clasps, you know, we do what we can, okay? Okay, are we seeing this? This is one bead bag, you guys. Like, I didn't double up or anything. This is just the one bag. Like, this is a hefty amount of beads. Like, if you have not tried one of her bead bags, I swear to you that these beads will last you months. And I tell you this because there was a time that I got one of her bead bags, and it was like a black and white one. It was kind of like a formal crystal. I don't know if it was like maybe November, December, January-ish of last year. It was like this really beautiful, like white and black box. And I was like, you know what? I'm a YouTuber. I'm going to see how many pieces I can make with one box. Yo, I could not. I had to stop. I didn't even make the video because I was like, I literally can't, with the time that I am allotted to stay relevant, make enough pieces. Like, I don't have enough time to do that because there's so many beads here. So this is like such a wonderful investment. If you were like, hey, I kind of have to pick one, or hey, I have a budget of like $50 a month and I really want to get the most bang for my buck, you know, there's a lot of great bead boxes out there, and I know for sure I'm biased because I have a soft spot for Gina. Gina was the first person I ever watched on YouTube, her, and then it was Stephanie from Bronze Pony, I think the name is, right? And so just to see them be able to still be here 2025 and make bead bags and like still give back to the bead community is such a wonderful thing. So I know I have a soft spot for her, but like, look, does it not speak for itself? Like, are we seeing? And I want to show you like the length of some of these strands, right? Across my whole bead bat, like it's coming off camera. Like, that's wild. We have our pearls. Again, same thing. Like, you're not getting cheated. Like, I've said this time and time again. I don't know how she makes any money off these bags. Like, but you know what? I'm not going to question it too hard, because if we do, like, you know, maybe we'll miss out on these beads. But like, hey girl, are you making some money? Because these are just like, it's just the coolest bag ever. So my idea is to make a pair of earrings utilizing at least like one of every bead. So like, I'll make a pair of earrings with these beads, etc., 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 right? At least use all the beads in a pair of earrings. And I bet you guys that's going to be like 10, 15 pairs of earrings. So if you'd like to see that video, let me know down in the comments below. I would love to see that video get to like 5,000 views. That would be really, really cool because of the time investment that it would require to make that video. But hey, like, it's a labor of love, right? Like, we have to do something. We have to like just dive into this bag. I'm so excited. And also, you guys, if you are not subscribed to Colleen on YouTube, I will link her profile down below. We both got the same color bag. And so it's going to be so fun to play with beads with her over on her channel as well. And so, yes, please subscribe to her. I am so lucky to be able to call her, you know, one of my friends. And so I just feel so happy this year, and thank you for sticking with me. If you'd like to join my Patreon, I will also put that link in the description box below. We have a lot of fun over there. We're just getting started. Thank you guys. I hope you're staying safe and well, and I'm so excited, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.